beautiful shop. And what she said to me is what I should do is while it was wet, use spritz. So it would because
Okay.
yeah, because what happened was the last time I washed it and did like this, I went and had the steam and a saw. And all my curls went. I'm like,
This meeting is
no,
being
because when I
recorded.
take it out,
Okay.
they're
Hold on, I haven't
nice.
got my headphones in yet. Bloody hell.
Is that our sugar? Um, yeah, so I've
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, greetings. How are you?
Hello, Janelle.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. What's this? Oh, someone called Reds is in the waiting room. What time is? Oh gosh, I've got to let my people
yeah.
know that we're
Was
singing the
Yeah,
singing.
nice.
Where are we?
so it's
5-2.
yeah. So we're recording and the YouTube is saying meeting is now streaming live. So at least we got that going on. I think we're kind of in
After.
there. So yeah. Yeah,
So I gotta try
girl.
and remember that the spritz to keep it
Yes.
to hold.
To keep it. Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can get one that I can just spray and saturate
Yeah.
it and let it dry again. Because one of the products she told me to buy, I don't know if you can see this. I don't work for this company, but there you go. I'm not gonna show it too long.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I do so. My daughter's here. Yeah.
But it's a castor oil, it's a water-based castor oil spray
You two have
that
been
she said
talking
I can use
beauty.
to
You two have been talking beauty treatments, have you? Or hair treatments?
well,
Hey.
Pardon me.
hair,
Let
Hey.
me
Yeah.
not hair.
hair.
Okay.
Because she's the beauty therapist of the duo. Just letting Janelle know
Okay.
you're the beauty therapist, yes.
So
So
what are you then?
I'm just beautiful. I couldn't think of anything quick enough.
Okay.
That will have to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna move you here. So
It's,
this one is
it's in my
the.
ear.
Oh, sorry. Let me. I need to talk to my computer so that it does what it's supposed to do. So just I'm going to turn off my mic so you can't hear
Okay.
my
Okay.
conversation. Okay.
All right.
First signs. Actually, let me make sure my phone is on mute. How did you come in? Did you come in on the link or did you use the passcode? How did you come in?
Yeah, I used the passcode, so I did it on Zoom and then just used the passcode that's on the flyer.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Just checking all the access after last week's
It's all
palaver.
working.
I've sorted I've tested it, make sure it's working, so shouldn't be any issues tonight with
Any
anyone.
issues? Okay.
Either
Good.
straight click, passcode information,
And done.
and done.
Yes.
Or go to YouTube, join our channel, subscribe, and then they can get notifications
Yeah.
of when we're live. Actually, let me see how that looks.
Yeah. And I went via the Facebook link as well first, and then I had logged off, and then when I've come back in, I did it via the meeting ID.
Okay, cool. Let me see how it looks on YouTube. Out of curiosity, because I'm subscribed to
Mm.
myself.
Of
Uh,
course, of course. I've got to subscribe myself, so I'll be doing that afterwards.
so where does it say? It not say it live. Oh, but I think it says there's um no, it shouldn't be that much of a delay. How long have we been on? It doesn't say how long we've been on. So it should have been. I think they said it's the YouTube is a little bit behind us. So
Yeah. Okay.
let me just make sure I am actually. But it says it on this. It says it on our
Did
screen
say,
anyway. So
yeah, I was gonna say it did say that it was being live streamed.
that's all right then. I was just curious if it says like live on here, but it doesn't. All right. Shall I let those people in the
Yeah.
meantime?
Yeah. Might as well.
So let everybody in.
I just said admit all.
Oh,
Have
okay.
you've done that as well?
No, I'm doing it one at a time. You know, Miss not a zoologist.
The thing is, because I'm doing it
I'll
on my
get the link.
phone, if it pops up, I'll just keep pressing admit as well.
Are you going to? Is Janelle registered as a host?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm getting more efficient. But give me another 10 minutes. It'll be like doing this with my eyes closed. So welcome everyone that's coming in so far. You want to do the intros in the meantime, Sugar? Get us. No, you're not ready. Okay.
Sorry, my computer's on slow motion.
That's okay.
All I wanted was the link for the Have Your Say, and it's. I'll look for that whilst we're having our chat. Okay, so it's actually dead on. It's actually dead on 7 o'clock. Okay, so I want to say hello and thank you for everyone that has joined us so far. My name is Yasmin Euphemia, A.K.A. Sugar, and I'm here tonight with.
I am Beverley. I am your UK Fluffy Chick, and together we are the founder sisters of Supporter Sister Network. We have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel, and we've now taken another journey, another angle of our networking community.
Bev, UK Fluffy Chick, your mic has gone on to mute.
I think muted. Everyone's is muted. We need to just unmute yours.
Please unmute yourself. And sorry, you're going to have to repeat all of that all over again.
I bet she just muted all and didn't consider me. Anyway, people,
But you're the host. Why would the host get muted?
I don't know. Who knows with Zoom? Anyway, peoples, hello and welcome everyone. My name is Beverley, your UK Fluffy Chick. I don't know how much of what I said you heard, but I'm going to repeat myself. Right? I am Beverley, A.K.A. Sugar, your A.K.A. Sugar, A.K.A. UK Fluffy Chick. And me and Sugar, we are the founder sisters of Support a Sister Network, which is a networking community that we built on Facebook. We have a YouTube channel, Support a Sister Network, where all these videos that we have with our guests are uploaded for replaying purposes. Each week we meet a guest who wants to share with us, or we've asked to share with us, their inspiration to innovation journey. So something that's inspired them to where they are at the moment. And we get to hear their journey and their story of their journey. So at the let me see, other things I want to mention is everyone, please, if you could keep your mics on mute, not me, but you on mute. We do have a Q&A section where if you have any questions, just get them ready. And there's an opportunity to ask any question that you want to ask the guest. We have your say. Have your say. Some feedback would be lovely to hear what you thought of what we're doing and what we're aiming to do, which is showcase the amazing people that's out there doing fantastic things that you might not have heard of. Maybe there's something that you can take from their journey as an inspiration for yourself, as a spark to start your own journey. Then you can come back and tell us all about it. We have a link that you can apply to be a guest and come and tell us about yourselves. So with that being said, I think I've covered most things. So other than that, it's the moment that you've been waiting for, to meet our fantastic guest tonight. And her name is Janelle. I'm so gassed for this one. Hi, Janelle.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm so super fine, supersonic.
I've been waiting myself. I've been so excited, counting down the days.
Wow. Well, it's here, it's now, and we're with you, and we're all ears, oh God, to hear what your journey is. So, Janelle, tell us, who is Janelle, and what is your inspirational moment that you're sharing with us tonight?
Okay, so my name's Janelle. I'm a singer-songwriter and I'm also a backing vocalist. I am, like many women, I wear different hats. So not only do I do music, I'm also a mummy. I have different businesses. I have a brand called Italize Cosmetics, which I started during lockdown, and that is a beauty brand. And it's everything is vegan. I also have a group called Sister Circle, which is a network for women of colour to get together. And I'm also a wife, so juggling many hats at the moment.
Yes, man, juggle. So singer songwriter, beauty, vegan beauty products. That's Sugar's department. She's the beauty therapist of us. Mother, wife. Okay, so oh God, where do I start? Okay, so for your, because that I'm taking it, that goes further back than your beauty products. So your singer songwriting journey, what inspired you? You know, early Janelle, what inspired you to go that road?
I mean, I feel like I was very blessed from a young age to find something I love. Music has always been a passion. I grew up in a musical household. My mum was a musician, my dad can sing. My parents were part of, I don't know if you heard of London Gospel Community Choir. When it first started, there was at the conception of that. So I remember going to choir rehearsals with my mum and not realizing that I was soaking everything in. And I think music kind of kept me on the straight and narrow as well. Like through my teens, I could always go back to music. And to be fair, it took someone else seeing the gifting that I had to say to me, you know, you've actually got a gift for writing. And me being like, have I? And then putting me in the studio, that kind of sparked my whole musical journey. And that was a gospel artist called Noel Robinson. And he kind of kept me under his wing for a few years and just mentored me in music, how to record. And yeah, that's how the journey started, really.
So you said a gospel artist had you under their wing. So is gospel your genre of choice?
No, it's, well, inspirational music. I feel like when I write from experience, and that means me even going back to my faith and me channeling what I write through my faith and life experiences. So I think it always plays a part in my journey, but I wouldn't say I'm not a gospel artist. But I have written gospel songs before, and you can hear that through some of my music as well.
Yeah, because I first met you through your aunt, and I was at your EP launch, and girl, totally blown away by your performance. And yeah, so that was your musical inspirational moment, then, if you like. So in that, how many years ago was that, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh my gosh. So I would say I started singing and doing shows from about 13, 14. It was my aunt that would put me on a lot of shows that she'd be doing, Big Up Spice to Life. And she'd be like, oh, there's something happening, come down and perform. So I was kind of honing my craft then. And that was around the time that I'd met Noel Robinson as well. So everything I was learning in the studio, I was putting into practice on the stage. So we'll say it's about 5, 10 years ago. We'll just say that.
So what kind of things have you done? Because it sounds like you've done a lot, but just share with us some of the things that you have done, and what was it like, you know, doing these things? How was it for you?
Okay, so I'd say different things. So with my own music, I've been able to do, so like I do anthem singing. So a lot of football matches and like Premier League games, I'd sing an anthem, and it wouldn't be as a BV, it would be as me doing the British national anthem. And then I would do the Jamaican national anthem at netball games when Jamaica would come to the UK for tournaments as well. So that's been really fun. Doing backing singing, oh my gosh. So I started backing singing about 15 years ago. No, my son's 18 now. Yeah, so 15 years ago I started. And in that time, I've done, oh gosh, so I've been in Paloma Faith's band. She was the first artist I ever did BVs for. And that opened the doors to so many other artists. So I've done Grace Jones, I've done Stormzy at Glastonbury. I've done Glastonbury quite a few times. A few of those times have been with Paloma. Jennifer Hudson, done Lighthouse Family. Oh my gosh, so many different artists I've done. Just to say, just a few. Chronix was another artist I started working with not that long ago, and got to do Reggae Land with him. And that was the first time he used backing vocalists. So that was fun. But every gig's different. There's always different things. Got to sing at the King's coronation concert with Paloma, which was very different to something that I'd be doing elsewhere. So never the same gig, never a dull day. It's always different.
Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. So, wow, I don't even know where I'm going now. So,
all right, before you pop on to where you're going, right? I just want to go back.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just go back to the gospel choir. And I'm sorry, Janelle, you can't do 10 years ago. You tried to hide your age. Because I know the gospel choir. I may even have passed Noel Robinson, and one of my clients is Samantha Smith. So
okay,
can we add another 18 years onto that?
I mean, I think you've got to add a few more years onto that, if I'm totally honest.
Okay. All right. I'm just double checking because you were confused. You do look very, very young. And then you're saying 10 years ago.
No, I'm joking. So I'm going to tell you my age because I'm actually, I don't have an issue with my age. I'm 38, but because I have such a baby face, people think I'm a lot younger. And then they see my son and then they're trying to do the maths. And I was like, yes, I'm a bit older than I look.
And before UK Fluffy Chick moves on to her next question, Chronix, what's he like?
Amazing.
Yeah.
So chilled back, so laid back, I should say, chilled. He knows what he wants to hear, which is great as a backing vocalist. You're not left thinking like, oh, what does the artist want? Do they want more? He mentioned in one of the rehearsals that he's done a lot of backing singing himself. So he knows what he wants, how he wants it to sound, and he will happily sing the parts or say, oh, can we do it like this? And yeah, he's really accommodating. So that was fun to work with him.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'll pass you back to UK Fluffy Chick.
Okay.
You didn't have to pass it back so quick. If you had something more you wanted to add, you could. Yeah, while I'm soaking in the fact that you've just been around some fantastic artists, then I'm sure that's just some of them. The iceberg, the tip of the iceberg. So, how did you those kind of gigs? Because this is not just, you said started 13, 14. You know, that gospel after Noel taking him under his wing. How did people find you to get to use you for their gigs in the first place?
When I say your gift will always make room for you, that is so like poignant in my life. How I got to do backing vocals. So if you hear me say BVs, that's what I'm talking about, backing vocals. Okay. So how I got to do BVs is very different to how a lot of people do BVs or get to do BVs. When people always ask me, how do you get into the game? I'm always like, show up at all the open mic nights, go to all the auditions, let people see you in music spaces. Don't be afraid to go out because that's how people know who you are. So a lot of people that I used to see at all the open mic nights and used to be on a lot of shows I was doing. So when I was 15, I came in contact with a lady called Tisha Day. And that was my first ever BV gig. She said, I want to start something at a venue called Cotton's. It's going to be a music night. Could you come and do BVs? I was like, yeah, that's fine. And through that door, so many people came. Like we used to have Estelle, Womack and Womack would come down. Jessie J when she was in a girl group. All these people that are like well-known names now, but they all just started on the scene, just turning up to being invited to open mic nights and doing it. And there are a lot of musicians that I still know till this day, because you start those relationships way back when nobody's looking. It's not like you just turn up. So it's always good to network and have relationships that can be a good foundation. A lot of people I started with are very poignant people in the music industry now. So you never know what tomorrow holds. So always network, always be there. And then how I got to do backing vocals was a friend I went to primary school with, literally. She, an artist called Rox, and I met her on a train, hadn't seen her for years. And she had basically been saying she was going somewhere, she'd been signed at the time. And I was like, oh, I'd love to do backing vocals. And she was like, oh, okay, yeah. And just a conversation as she was getting off the train, or I was getting on the train. I was like, yeah, I'd love to do that. And then a year later, I got a call when I was at work. I was sick and tired. I was overwork. And it's funny because I got a word at church about a year ago, and it said, and the minister said, oh, God has seen your diligence, even at work in the quiet places, and he'll elevate you. And I was just like, okay. Didn't think anything of it. Saw Rox on the train. And then a year later, I was sitting at work and I said to my best friend, I remember that word, and God's word can't return unto him void. If you said this, this has to come to pass. I am so over this job. And I was on the phone to my best friend. And as I put the phone down from that call, my phone rang instantly. So I thought it was her calling me back. And it was Baby Soul, one of the other BVs that I work with on Paloma. And she was like, hi, you don't know me, but Rox gave me a number. And she said that there's a girl that might be interested and we've got auditions. Can you make it? And I was just like, when are the auditions? She was like, today. I was like, okay. So I asked my boss, can I leave early? He said, yes. I was thinking, what is this? This is mad. Got there and I was thinking, but I just mentioned it as she was getting off the train and she remembered a whole year later. Had no idea who Paloma was. Had never heard of her before. Told everyone I had an audition with someone called Paloma, like fully did not know who she was. Went and did the audition. And because I didn't know who she was, there was no fear, no anxiety, just did it, didn't think anything of it. By the time I got back to my house, I got a call to say I'd got given the gig. And I was like, okay, I'm on the gig now. Then I Googled her and was like, oh, okay. And then, yeah, I haven't looked back since. It's like been 15 years. And that's how I got my foot into the door of the BV world. And yeah, once you're in the door, doors will just open. People will see you on things and recommend you.
So it's funny that you said that you didn't know who she was. Do you think, because I watched this movie Sliding Doors, right? You know, just a split second in time that could have changed your whole trajectory. So do you 100%. Think if you knew who she was, you would have went there with your fear and anxiety?
I would have mashed up the whole audition. I would have been fumbling. I would have, because they gave me one of her songs to sing, and I was just like, okay. So I quickly got what they were doing and just sang along. But if I'd known the song, I'd be like, oh my God, it's her song. I would have mashed up the whole thing.
So thank goodness you didn't know, eh? Thank goodness you didn't know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Tell everyone, yeah, some woman called Paloma. I have no idea who she is. Yeah.
You're gonna show her that you're bad girl artist, yeah. So you know. Oh, that is fantastic. That, you know, like you said, you know, God rules in some mysterious ways, and his timing is never too early, never too late, always right on time. So,
exactly.
So what things have you done recently? Where are you on your musical journey now?
Okay, so it's been interesting for me. I haven't been doing much, or as I shouldn't say much BVs. I haven't been doing as many BVs as before. I do feel like the music industry is going through something at the moment where lots of people are not touring. And yeah, it's a real interesting space, but that's given me space to then work on my own music. So I had my first release last year, which you were there.
Yes.
And yeah, and that was very daunting for me. And I was just like, oh gosh, I've just got to do it. Did it. And then it was like, oh, I've done it now. I can just relax a bit. And it's like, no. So everyone keeps asking me, when's the next release? When's the next release? So where I'm at the moment, still doing BVs. At the end of the year, I'm going on tour with, I don't know if you remember Dexys and the Midnight Runners.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so, okay. Come on, Eileen.
Oh God, yes.
No, mind. This is not really one with names. No.
Yeah, so going on tour with them at the end of the year as the vocalist as part of that band. So that's like one of the main things that I'm looking forward to this year. And then there'll be other big gigs that come in here and there, but I'm trying to focus more on also my own music and not getting complacent.
That's what I was just going to ask you, because you know you say you're not doing much, but surely this is a time for your songwriting.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so basically also, you're playing it down.
Kind of. Do you know what as well for me as well? It's about time management as well. So like I homeschool my daughter. So there's that element of now it's a space of now I've got time. I need to put things in place. When it's time for me to say, okay, I'm not gonna be here from this day to that day because I'm gonna songwrite, or in the evenings it's my time to jump on the computer and create stuff. So it's where being on tour, everything's very structured for you. You know what time you've got to be at sound check, you know where you've got to be, you know what time call time is. All those things are all very structured. But when I'm at home, it's like, okay, now I've got to structure my own life. So when is it time to put the mummy hat on? When is it time to put the creative hat on?
When is it time to put on the teaching hat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
So I heard you say jump on a computer. So I take it like you're a computer songwriter and not a get paper and pen.
No. I love a computer and pen, but when I mean jump on a computer, I mean even just to lay vocals. So after I write, I'll record something at home because I've got a little setup at home, and then when I'm ready, take it to a main studio.
There was something, I don't know if you remember, but there was something that you said at your EP launch. You probably won't remember because it was so much going on for you and it was such a great night. But it was a story that you shared. I don't know if you're okay to share it here, but it's a story that you shared that it stuck with me, right? Where you were saying about I can't remember the name of the artist that you said, but you said you met this man, like you he's a singer, and and he had when you had met him, he's a big known artist, and when you had met him and he was saying, oh, you know, he was using one of his tracks or something to and he said, oh, you know, send over, let me hear what you've got because I'd love to know what the future generation is doing with my music. And you never sent it, and then he passed away. And he never got to hear what you did. Could you share that story? Because that's really stuck with me, and there's a reason why I'm asking you to share that story. Go for it, please.
Okay, so that was Rico Rodriguez. So he is amazing trombonist, amazing musician, and he is from like the early days of reggae. And he came over to the UK, and he worked really closely with Jules Holland. He's like one of the biggest Jamaican musicians, especially like that jazz and like reggae scene. And I was like, oh Lord, I just want to be inspired. I really want to do reggae. That's my roots. That's what I'm going to do. And then I was researching, came across one of his songs, and I think it's called Rumble. And I just started writing. The inspiration it flowed, was writing. And I recorded it, and everyone was like, the tune bad, man, the tune bad. Everyone's like, you need to release it, you need to do it. And I'm like, it's not my song. Can't release it. And so I just used to just sing it at events, and it always used to bring the house down kind of thing. And then I did Jules Holland with Paloma one year, and he was part of the band, part of Jules Holland's band, and he came out, and I remember turning to the drummer at the time, and I was like, oh my God, that's him. And she's like, what? And I was like, I wrote to one of his songs. She's like, do you know, you got to talk to him. And I was like, I can't, I just don't want to. Like, I don't know what came over me. And it was that fear. And it's just like, you have to talk to him. I was like, no, it's fine, it's fine. And then she literally brought me to him and was like, hi, can I introduce my friend Janelle? And I was like, okay, Janelle, you got to fix up now and talk to the man. And then he's like, how are you? I was like, yeah, I'm good. Greetings, greetings. And then I ended up telling him about the song, and he was like, that's amazing. So I could see he was inspired by what I was saying. He's like, you have to send it to me. I have to hear it. I want to hear what the younger Jamaicans, what the younger generation are doing with our music. And I was like, oh, that's so poignant. I love that. Okay, I'm going to send it to you. The man gave me his home address, said, send it here. I was like, yeah, I'm going to send it. And I think I actually got it on tape, and I was going to send it to him, on a CD, sorry. I was going to send it to him, and I procrastinated for so long because I let doubt get the better of me. I was like, oh no, what if he thinks I've mashed up his song? What if he hates it? And I took so long. I was like, I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it. And then I found out he passed away. And I think it was like even months after he passed away. And I was like, in that time, building up the courage to send it to him. And I realized I missed such an opportunity. And it wasn't necessarily about me. It would have been a blessing to him as well. And I missed, who knows what would have come for that opportunity, because I let doubt get the better of me and I let fear get the better of me. And I just totally missed the mark. I was like, I cannot let that happen again, ever.
Yeah.
So that was a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, no, I loved that story. When I heard you say that, and it kind of sat with me, like, in general, fear is a hell of a thing. It stops people from doing, taking some life journeys that could have really made such a difference, even not necessarily for themselves, but to somebody else that's watching, right? And it's just it kind of taught me, like, to be a bit more bolder. So that story is something that I really wanted to be shared, so that if there's someone who is struggling with something and letting fear holding them back, take Janelle example. Yes.
Yes, please take my advice.
Take her advice, for example. Do not. So I'll take it now. So since then, now you've been bold and going forward and not being scared to support people.
Yeah, and I don't even think about it now. If the thought's there, I just do it. Because if I think about it, that gives room for doubt to come in. So I just do it.
Yeah. And you know what? It's funny as well, So sometimes it's not only because we've more focused that, a lot of the fear is fear of failure, or fear of people not oh Lord, the word, the fogs is going. But anyway, sometimes it's not only fear of failure, it's fear of success. Like, sometimes it's that fear of, Lord, suppose it goes well and I'm going to blow up. And then you've already start writing these stories in your head that you feel like you can't manage. But like you said, from God put it in you, it'll make it work. Make it work.
Yeah.
So
Janelle, how is your songwriting going? Do you have a portfolio?
I've been writing for many years, and I've been sitting on songs, and it goes back to that whole fear or having excuses of, oh well, I need to find a producer to reproduce it, and I need to this and I need to that. And it's like, when you actually deepen it, some of those things are excuses or fear. So that's what I'm saying. It's a journey for me to learn.
We put barriers up in front. We put barriers to say why we can't do things. But I also wanted to ask you, like UK Fluffy Chick was saying about you jumping on the computer. Does that mean you can play instruments as well?
I wouldn't say I play instruments. I can find my way around the keyboard very easily. So like when I was younger, I'd hear things and I'd spend time working out what each note would be. And then so like if I was to create a song, I could find chords very easily. But I wouldn't say I play fluently.
Yeah. So but you don't need to have sheet music.
No.
Okay. All right, thank you. I just pop in and ask a question every so often.
Yeah. And going back to like we were saying about me now just having to just do things and get things done. It's funny because it was a big thing recently on social media where Usher had come to the UK. Well, he was in his concerts and he'd come to the UK, but then he would do music nights in the evening. And it's so funny. One of my friends, he was hosting and he was like, "Oh, do you know I want to get you on the mic?" Normally I'd be like, "No, do not bring that mic over here. I don't want to know. Let me sing Shawadi Waddies in the back. I'm good with doo-wops." But I was just like, "Okay, if you call me, I'm gonna bite the bullet and just." And there's a thing about open mics. I don't like open mics. I'm getting to enjoy them more, but sometimes I feel like open mics can be a space for people to kind of show off, and that's not me. I sing because I love to sing and I can sing. So normally I'd be like, I'm not doing it. And then when he called me and was like, "Yeah, come up on stage," I was like, "Okay, cool." And I did it, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna bite the bullet." And just, it's not even biting the bullet, it's just seizing the day and not overthinking things. That's always been my biggest thing of that perfectionism. People always see it as a positive, but sometimes it can be a negative because it can hold you back also. So it's like, things don't have to be perfect. Just do it. If your voice cracks, it cracks. It's fine. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm putting perfectionism at the door because I've seen it. It's held me back quite a bit.
And you sound fantastic. I mean, like, I was like in awe just listening to you, because you did quite a few songs that night. It was, yeah. And if anyone had who's on Facebook, and if anyone who's a Facebook user who saw the story that I created for tonight, that song, that's her. Okay, just so you know, right? So, is there any questions in the chat so far, Sugar? And if there's any questions that anyone wants to ask before I continue with my questions.
Spice to Life just says people compare success as it means change. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Shelley saying who died. I think he's got miscommunication.
Oh, that was Rico Rodriguez. I said, wait, hold on. Who died? It's Rico Rodriguez.
Rico Rodriguez, Shelley.
Rodriguez, yeah.
Rodriguez. And is there anybody that has a question? Those are the only two comments that I can see in the chat at the moment.
All right. Well, you guys get your chats ready. Let me continue with my conversation in the meantime.
Whilst they're getting their chats ready,
I've got something to say.
Okay.
Oh, pardon me, Denise. Denise has a question.
No, it's not even a question. It's not even a question. It's about, when you have to listen to the voice of spirit and move on it. What you just said, about, you just got to do it. Even if you're nervous, even if you forget a line, you just got to show up and still do it. And that just reminded me of one of my YouTube videos when I was saying, just that we don't have to be there doing it perfect. We just got to be there, living that core and enjoying that. And like Bev was saying, oftentimes there's a message, not just for yourself, but, it's also for one or two or three other people who needs to hear it. So I just wanted to share that yeah, it was good to hear you say that as well, because that's my philosophy, because I'm no stranger to the imposter syndrome and all that jazz.
Yeah, because you can just miss the next step, something that's supposed to take you elsewhere or the next level because you haven't taken that step. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
welcome back, Samantha.
Keep shining, Queen.
Thank you. Blessings.
Anyone else before we move on? Anyone else gonna just jump in?
Shelley was just confirming that it's because her end cut out when you were saying about who died. That's why she asked who died.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And no, that's it.
Okay, that's fine. That's
it. I have got a question.
Go on.
I've lost my space on my list. We got because I did ask you about your songwriting, and you're making out like you're not doing much, but in theory you probably are writing at the moment, aren't you? So you're saying inspirational, more inspirational songs, but what genre? Because it's not gospel, is it?
No, so it's basically R&B, reggae. I like to say anything black because one thing I used to hate is when the industry would always put you in a bubble. Not in a bubble, in a box, sorry, and say you have to sound like this, you have to sound like that. Are you doing pop? Are you doing R&B? Are you doing rock? And when you deep it, I understand why they're saying it because they have to market you somewhere. But for me, it's bigger than marketing me. It's my gifting. So when I'm writing, I'm just flowing. So I can hear something and be inspired by it and write something in a particular genre. But then I might hear other chords. So I've got reggae music, I've got R&B music, I've got soul music. For a label, that might be problematic because then they don't have a box to put me in.
Okay.
So I say
Thank
anything
you.
black.
All right. So you could be a black eclectic.
Yeah, I like that. Like eclectic. Yeah. A lot of my stuff is R&B and you can hear a lot of soul for it. But I'm definitely in my reggae bag at the moment as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yes, of course you can.
Oh, thank you very much. How are you?
Hi.
We're all well. This is Spice to Life.
No, this is Donna speaking.
No,
it's Donna.
I'm
Spice to Life.
I'm going to ask after. It's somebody else that's speaking.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Just turn you off then.
Go on, Donna.
Go on, Donna.
Sorry. I don't know how to put the hand on this thing. Anyway, I just would like to ask, when you're singing other genres and they want you to sing it in a certain way, do you enjoy that? Because obviously, you know, Dexter, Midnight, Runners and things like that are very different genres to what you perhaps like and prefer to play. So when you are doing the BVs, and it's not necessarily something that's your taste, how do you get into it? Or is it just a job? Or do you think, you're just singing? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes total sense. I enjoy doing different gigs, pop gigs, etc. And what I enjoy is I have to approach every artist differently. Yes. So the way I approach a song, maybe for like Dexys, is going to be definitely different to how I would sing a song for Grace Jones. And it's about your diction, delivery. Is it going to be breathy? Do they want strong? I've been on some gigs where Paloma loves us to sing strong and she wants gospel. And other gigs are like, no, please, we want it to be very pop and light. So it's interesting to me. And I love to kind of research and really delve into how am I approaching this song. So yeah, I love it. It's all different.
And is that also teaching you different ways of voice can be? And
definitely.
Have you come to like a struggle at any point thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do that, but you have been able to do it and you thought, and does that all incorporate into the way that you're now producing your own songs? Can you bring those extra kind of genre sounds in?
And definitely it makes you grow. It grows you as an artist. To give you an example of, oh my God, I don't know if I can do that, is when was it? Doing BVs for Jennifer Hudson. She's obviously a powerhouse. So we'd go into her dressing room. We'd go into her dressing room and we'd sing it. She'd be like, that's amazing, girls, but I want you to sing like this. And she would belt and you'd be like, whoa, we're like, okay, I can do this. But you obviously can't show that you're like scared, pretty much. Like Jennifer Hudson says, give me some welly. And you're like, do I have the welly to give, kind of thing. And then in the moment, it's like, I've got this. You start thinking back to all your vocal warm-ups, where you're going to push from, and you deliver. That's your job, you deliver. And she's just like, great, that's what I want on stage, let's go. But that's like one of the instances where I've been like, okay, I need to now shift gears because this is what's required for me in this moment.
Okay.
And it does grow because then you can take all those things, like you said, into your own music.
Okay, just one more thing quickly. I would say never think of an open mic as showing off. It's your talent and you should share it. And that's the way you should look at it. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you for
Donna.
those questions.
Lovely, wonderful questions there. That was great. Spice to life.
Spice to life.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, it's more of a statement. And I'm kind of biased, but I'm not biased. I've from Chanel, from that little child running around with two hair puffs and looking like Minnie Mouse. You remember that? I could blackmail you. But I've seen her I've seen her talent, as Janelle says. I mean, the family she's advantaged in that sense that the family comes from a musical background in that sense, you know, singers, I'm a DJ, etc., etc. So I was working with unsigned artists, and I took on Janelle because I'm not a person just because you're family, because this is my reputation too. I saw her talent before she saw her talent or believed in her talent. I've seen her grow a lot, like from the stages where you had your glasses and your blue hair. Do you remember your plaits as well?
Little braces then.
The little braces and things like that. So I used to work as part of a regeneration project. And again, I think we have very much similarities. It's like stepping into our power. So cut a long story short, I changed up the format of how they were doing it, because where it was a lot of crime, they would do an event, and management would talk about 15-20 minutes about how great they are, sort of thing. So I decided the event, I'm going to get artists, local and also further afield, because each one teach one and we feed off each other as such. So I used to have artists such as Deneo before he blowed up, Terry Walker, someone from MTV per se. And then you had this little girl come up with these blue plaits, and she was belting away, and people were like, more, more, more. And I remember that. But it's like, I feel that I've spoken to Janelle because you guys have hit the nail on the head in that sense that I do feel that you downplay your talent. Yeah, really downplay your talent.
I said that. I've noticed it.
You
Something
see, Yasmin's
terrible.
on point. Right. You play down your talent. It's like, I remember the first time you went, I can't remember, was it the Grammys or something? And then you said the red carpet, you said they came out with an umbrella because it was raining. And she goes, Auntie, I don't know why they brought it out. I was all right not doing it. And I'm thinking, girl, this is your stage. I'm not saying be conceited or be someone else, but just be you. You are the beautiful star in and out. It's your time to shine. And that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you very much. And I agree with every word you said.
Yes,
absolutely. We've got a
absolutely.
question here from Shelley. She says, do you feel you have to bite your tongue sometimes when you know your ability surpasses some of the people you're backing?
Wow. Never. Yeah.
Never, because she's overly modest.
No, that's a very good question though. I would say the reason why I say never is because when I have my backing vocalist hat on, I know what my job is, and it's to support the artist. It's not about me. So there's some gigs where you have to kind of rein it back, pull it back a bit, and not be a big sound, because that's just going to drown out the artist. There's times where the artist might need supporting vocally, so you sometimes might have to jump on a lead vocal and kind of help them with those parts. But because I know my role as a BV is a supporting role, it's what do I need to do to help them achieve what they've decided to do on stage, what they're here to do, sing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I think I saw something else. There was another one. I think I saw something else pop up while she was speaking.
No, it was only Denise saying probably also humility.
Okay. And like touching on what Donna had said about open mics, and it's me showing my talent as opposed to hello.
I'm sorry. Shelley made me laugh because she has said great answer, because she was asking about, you drawing back your ability, and she says great answer, but Jennifer Hudson, wasn't that annoying?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
It's okay. So, yeah, like what Donna was saying about showing my talent as opposed to it feeling like showing off. Someone said to me once, and it's funny, someone else echoed it recently, and I'm like, okay, so that means I've still got some more work to do. But they had said, when it comes to your talent, when you sit on it or you don't do everything that you need to do due to fear or what have you, you're being selfish. And I was like, sorry, what do you mean I'm being selfish? It's like, but then they were like, you've been given this gifting, you're amazing at what you do, but it's not for you, it's for other people. So I had to sit with that and be like, okay. And that's another thing that's helped me get over the whole, oh, is it good enough? Will people like it? Not caring what people think and just doing it because it's something that's been gifted to me, not for me, for other people. And as I say, music heals. So yeah, it's about not being selfish with the gift and focusing on self. It's not about me.
Great. All right. Beverley, I would like us to, we're going to veer away from your beauty products, okay?
I was coming to that. You just don't give me a chance. Let her finish her point about her music. I was going there. I was going there.
We're not. That's what I just said. We are veering away from the beauty products because of the time. And there is so much information about your singing that we're really, really interested in. So I'm asking. I'm sorry?
Nothing, go on.
You know, this is why I'm here, you know. Do you remember why I'm here? Because this is not to be a 3-hour session. And I can see Donna covering her face because you can hear the Yasmina coming out in me. All right. All right.
So for those who don't know Miss Yasmin, that's our dynamic here. So it's nothing, that's how we are. We're the odd couple.
It's
Go
right.
for it now.
Let them feel sorry for you. Okay. All right. So I'm asking you to carry on with about the music because it is very interesting. We've heard her journey and about where she is now. So the next question is.
Well, go ahead and ask it. You've already started, so just go on, finish it.
You see, if you could go back to your younger self with the knowledge that you have now, what advice would you give to your younger self, and or what would you say to your younger self?
I would say to younger Janelle, little Janelle, believe in yourself more because you have the talent. I would say do not look for validation from other people. And I would say, what else would I say? Yeah, that's what I would say. Don't care what people think. And you know the answers. That's what I would say to myself. You know the answers.
You know the answers. That's a nice one. Thank you. All right. Thank you. It's all yours now, UK Fluffy Chick.
Okay. Well, I know she said in the interest of time, we're not going to touch on the beauty, but I'm not saying I'm going to go into a whole session of it. At least give us a taste of, because you mentioned that's one of your facets. And I think it's only fair to give it. I know that wasn't our focus, but just give us a little tidbit about your products.
Okay, so my company's called Italize. Ital, because it's all vegan. And it's about you feeling vitalized. So Italize, it's all my beauty products. So we've got lipsticks, we've got eyelashes, strip eyelashes, we've got glues, we've got highlighters. They're all vegan, so they're all cruelty free. For skincare, we've got body balms, shea butters. What else have we got? Bath bombs, shower steamers, and they're all from salts, so from Himalayan salts to Epsom salts, and everything's just natural. So it's feeling luxurious and not having to worry about chemicals effectively. And that stems out of lockdown when the music industry nothing was happening, it was dead. And it was like, so I actually still need to feed my family. What am I going to do? And then I got to the stage where all of the beauty shops were closed. And it's funny, you like go past the beauty shop and it would look like a drug, the person smuggling something underneath the barriers to someone, and it would be like a tub of cream or something. And I'm like, what are we doing here? This is crazy. So I just started experimenting with my shea butters, body butters, and then I would be making stuff for my family, and they're like, oh, this is really good. I want some more. I want some more. And I was like, oh, maybe there's something in it. So then I started studying about skin and health, and then got a little online course going on how to formulate things, and then it kind of grew from there. And then 2 years after lockdown, still going. It was like, oh, music industry's come back, and I was like, oh, but now I've got this second stream of income, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should continue with this. And I've done some amazing events. And I think one of my highlights is every year I get asked to go to the American Embassy they have for Juneteenth a Black forum for different companies in the UK, and I get to come and bring all my stuff in there, and then slowly people bring it back to the States, and yeah, so it's fun.
Sorry, can I quickly say that her items are certified? You've forgotten that as well.
Yeah, they are certified.
Can you explain what that means, please? Thank you.
Yeah, no, they're all certified. I've sent a lot of my stuff off to a chemist to ask, like, can you help me with certification, how to get the right formulas, how to do this and that. And then part of my course I had to study that also. And then yeah, so they all get certified and get seal of approval.
I know this is going to be an obvious answer to the question I'm going to ask you, but why vegan?
Because I was vegan for about 2.5 years, and even though I fell off the wagon terribly, definitely namming meat at the moment, I was still very conscious of something that everybody can use and feel comfortable with. So that's why I was like, let's just make it vegan so then everyone can still enjoy the products.
Excellent. I think, Donna, is that you putting your finger up?
Hand.
It is. Please, I think.
I'm sure it was a hand. I'm sure it wasn't her finger. It was a hand.
Finger. It was a finger. And you.
I mean, this is amazing to have the beauty side. You said that you homeschool your daughter. Do you involve your daughter in the things that you do and show her how to set things up, or are you sticking to like the basic curriculum and things that she needs to know, or have you gone on the school sorry, this is a personal question, I suppose you don't have to answer, or do you kind of let her see how money is generated, ideas, going for gold, and following dreams?
Definitely. Oh, I wish I had this picture to share with you guys. I think my laptop's off, but she comes with me, to events and is on stalls, and then she's at the front selling, which also helps because you've got a little cute girl at the front saying, "Hi, these are my mummy's products. Can I tell you a bit more about it?" And I'm like, "Come on, girl,
gosh,
you better get that sell." Yeah. So she's very much involved, and she wants to have her own little segment of it. Even with my Sister Circle group, she wants to have Sister Circle Junior. So everything I do, I have to do a little mini version for her. And I'm like, why not? Why not? And then she was saying for secondary school, she didn't want to go back into secondary. She didn't want to start secondary school. And I said to her, well, the only way I will allow you to not go to a secondary school is then if we start your business. And then that makes sense to me because then you can run your business alongside doing homeschooling at home. So she was like, okay, we'll think about it. So it's like, yeah, you got to learn somewhere.
That's lovely. I just thanks for that. Shelley was saying you should advise your younger self to buy Apple shares.
Yeah, love that.
Okay.
Very smart. And also, I was going to mention, sorry to cut you, I was also going to say, with this, with Italize, because of the music industry, it's been amazing because then I've been able to put my products in the hands of different artists as well. So that's been able to help like side by side and promoting my stuff. As soon as I turn up to a gig, they're like, do you know, have you got more lashes for me? And I'm like, yes, I do. Here you go. Please wear all of them. Preferably not at the same time.
Some people are wearing all of them at the same time, but let's not go down there. It's actually fantastic to hear, and I was actually hoping to do a whole show just about your products so that we could get, just instead of you just skipping through them.
No,
But
I'm
yeah,
sure,
it's
I'm sure
absolutely
quite happy
great.
to come back
And what I
another
want to
time.
ask, yeah, I heard you, babes. I heard you. Um, did you go to the Shades of Beauty professional beauty show? And if you haven't, or if you
No.
did, would you be presenting your products at something like that?
Yeah, I didn't go, haven't gone, and
Okay.
I would definitely be up for that.
All right. So, like people keep putting your name forward, you may get your name put forward for that in the very near future, because it
She's got lots
sounds
to talk about. She's
really
got
good.
mini-me projects to talk about as well. So there you
Yeah.
go. Got loads.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Yes. So Italize could become even bigger. Not that it will ever take away from your singing, because I hear that your
No,
singing is absolutely fantastic. All right. Thank you, Bev.
you're welcome.
Okay, so I think that kind of wraps up my questions and the things that I wanted to ask. Is there anything that you feel like we have left out about your music? Because the other stuff we don't want to just skim the surface of those. Those are for a deep delve, another conversation when you're free to join us again. So is there anything around your music that you think that we've left out that you would like to share? No, actually, I've got one more question. Where
Yeah.
does someone
Where's
find
it
your music?
going? Yeah, that as well. I was wondering where would she like to end up with her music, but where
Okay,
can we
so
find
should
it?
I,
It's a good
should I,
question.
so I'll tell you where to find it and then where I'd like to end up with it. Yeah, so
Okay.
you can find me on your Instagram under @official_Janelle, JAHNELLE. On iTunes, Spotify, you'll find me under Janelle again. And where else? Oh, I'm not even gonna lie. I am rubbish with the TikTok, but I'm trying to get better at that. That will have to be my kids that help me with that one. And yeah, so official Janelle, and my single Over and Over is out. I've got a remix of that, a house remix of that on there, and I am getting ready to release my second single. So by summer, because now accountability, as you're all here, it will be out. So please follow me, and then you'll be able to keep up to date with releases and any shows I have coming up.
Excellent. Thank you.
Findings in the chat for us, please, or on your.
I'll do it now
so that we can write them down. So thank you.
Okay. Oh, how do I do this? I'll try and put it in the chat. And then where would I like to be?
Yeah.
UK Fluffy Chick, are you able to do that for me? I can't somehow write in the chat. It's not letting me.
Okay. No, it's not letting me.
Yeah, it's on slow motion. I'll tell you what, we'll take it and put it on our Facebook page and in the description when your video goes up in YouTube.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And then where would I like to be with my music? I am going to continue releasing, step more into my artistry bag as an artist for myself, and do more shows, hopefully lead to tours, and be an established artist in the industry as Janelle, the singer, as opposed to Janelle, the backing vocalist.
Excellent.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
I've just done it. I think I've done it in the chat.
Okay, let me check. Yeah. And a fun fact. My artist name, I put a H in there. It was one of my friends, Oliver, that said it years ago as a joke. And I was like, actually, that's kind of good. So I've put it as Jarnell, with JAH as in Jah, as in the Most High, and then N as in and then ELLE for she, as in French, L. So God and she, with Mummy, always walk with the Most High.
Oh, clever.
Yes, I love that. Love that.
Someone was like, Jarnell. And I was like, oh, actually, there's something in that when you write it down. So
yeah.
Do you actually speak any French?
Other than the French I learned in school, No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not even. That's very triggering for me, that word French. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. So we
Duolingo
yeah.
has locked you out, has it?
Don't. It's about Janelle.
Yeah, about Janelle.
Janelle. So yes. So we've heard where you no, where do you no, did we answer? Where would you like to go? Yeah, no, we
Yes.
didn't answer. Where would you like to go in the future with your music? What would you
She
like to be
did.
doing? Did?
Yeah, like to be an artist in my own right. We put things out there.
She
Like to
doesn't
have my
want to
music
just be.
on
She doesn't want to
charts
be a
and
backing singer indefinitely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, we know that's not happening. You don't plant the seeds of the solo world and having her own BVs behind her.
yeah. Well,
Slight plug. I'm in a gospel choir, still tuning up my voice. Just
I remember that for any live recordings. We need to choir.
Janelle,
if you
she's
do-
only just started rocking to the music. When she first started in the choir, she stood up stiff like this bottle.
Look, it's
All
a
right.
lot. You know, I have to give Jana her props because it's a lot. I'm just in amateur community choir, right? Because this our choir is very what do you call it? Inclusive. So you don't have to be no professional. You just love to sing, and we just sing for community. To remember lyrics, yeah, because she doesn't. We our choir director is very strict when she ready. You know, she don't. When we perform, we're not allowed to have the lyrics. Yeah, we have to remember them. So it's remembering songs, and remembering, you know, your key, your parts, and then you expect us to move as well on top of it. That's a lot.
Yeah,
It's like I'm trying to focus on when do I come in, and you want me to count steps, and that's a lot. So for you as a singer to be able to do all of that,
thank you. I do a lot of function band stuff as well, and that's when I'm like, lyrics, a lot of lyrics to the song. So I feel you on that one.
But yeah, but Janelle, I want to make sure I emphasize it. I don't want to just say Janelle. Thank you very, very, very much for joining us tonight. Your inspiration to innovation journey has been, mad props. And I'm seeing all kind of things coming up into the chat now. No one want to talk when we're rounding up.
No, it's Robel saying thank you, everyone, as always, for the inspiration and wisdom.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for all your questions. I've enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, no, this is great.
And thanks, Spice to Life, has put in the cosmetic page link. I'll make a note of that so that we can put it in the Facebook and YouTube thing, okay?
Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And so just plugging in, remember, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. right here on Zoom. And I believe our next week guest is Samantha. Yes. So we're going in beauty next week.
Samantha's been in and out a couple of times today.
Yeah. But she's our guest for next week. So just all our speakers who are having each week is on our Facebook events in our Support a Sister Facebook group on the events, and I share it on the Support a Sister Instagram. We're terrible. Well, I'm really bad at Insta, but I do try. And so I've been trying to put it on the stories on our Instagram page. But yeah, so you'll see the list of all our guests, so you can know in advance who we got coming up. So, you know, if there's one of interest that you definitely want to make sure you tune in and put the date in your calendar for, go there first and you can get all that information. The replay is on our YouTube channel, Support a Sister, and it's Sis Star Network. Sis Star Network is our YouTube channel name as well. and that's where we put all our guest interviews are. And then the ones that we did from 2 years ago is there. So if you want to binge,
3 years ago, we did run it for 3 years.
That's a long, good. But yes, so you can go binge watch. And again, thank you for everyone who's attended tonight. You know, I really appreciate you being here and sticking with us for the whole time. I appreciate your questions and your engagement, and that's what it's all about. It's not no, come and watch me. You can talk to it too. Yeah. All right. So
Okay,
is that around now, Miss Sugar?
Yeah, it's officially a wrap. Thank you very much, Janelle. I really want you to come back and for us to do an in-depth into ITEL. I will say ITEL.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you for having me, and I've enjoyed my evening with you ladies. You're all been amazing. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. I think I've done everybody's thanks, so I'm going to say that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. All right.
Thank
then.
you.
Good night,
Bye.
y'all. Good night.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.